Oh, I can't believe you've done this.
What's going on, people? Guns Blazing back at it again, and today I've decided to become the villain and play a filthy Rongo deck. So this is a Phantom Knights build which can easily get out Rongo by spamming summons until you get Rongo out. I'll explain it more later, but it's literally any 2 level 3 monsters into Cherubini, and really all you need after that is any way to summon another level 3 monster, because you can just go ahead and do your Rusty shenanigans and get Brigandine out, along with Sheaves, which turns itself into a level 4, and then you just turn the 2 level 4s into Rongo, and then 2 level 3s into Bamboozling Gossip, and then you just attach Gossip to the Rongo, and then he'll have full materials to have its full effects. And usually at this point people scoop, because when Rongo has 5 mats, you pretty much reach the peak of your skills and outplay potential. In other words, they can't summon monsters, plus Rongo becomes unaffected and unable to be destroyed by battle, which if you already experienced it is a very toxic combination, and the answers are pretty limited. So last night was 100% win as long as I could get the 5 mats onto Rongo, with the exception of one deck that actually played through Rongo. Now I won't spoil if he actually won right yet, but if anything was beating me last night, it was gonna be this deck. At first it looked like a Sky Striker because he was playing Engage and Upstarts, but turns out it's actually an Exodia deck that's just using Sky Striker cards to spam more draws. And so it became a battle of the solitaires. But alas, the result came down to one very important card. Enjoy the clips, have yourselves a good one, and this is Buns Glazing signing out. I mean, it just needed some text, I guess. It just needed any text. I drew into an Ash. Imagine that's gonna be the game changer. No, that can't be it. So that one was kind of unluckers. This next one I took a Max C challenge and actually forgot it was turn 2. But in the end, is it gonna really matter? Oh wait. It's turn 2, I forgot. No, it's okay. I wanna see what happens. How is he gonna deal with this? With Zeus Rongo. Oh. Oh. 6 inches. Oh, there's the kaiju. There's the kaijus, send them all. And Time Lords. All them kaijus, man. Oh, he drew a nib too. But he didn't draw a nib. That's rich. That's rich. Wait. Use it on Rongo. Oh no. So here's the list for tonight. It doesn't actually include everything you would normally include in a Phantom Knights Rongo deck, but I just wanted to stash a bunch of level 3 extenders in there just to make sure that we got the Rongo out as many times as possible. I did manage to pick up the Royal Rusty, so I'm gonna be trying out more variations of this, not using Rongo. There's still a bunch of stuff you can do with like rank up and like Requiem, Xyz Dragon, and what's his face? Arc Rebellion. But yeah, we'll try those out eventually. Tonight I just wanted to be that dude. Like, come on, everyone gets to try Rongo at least once in their life, right? Alright, fine, tough crowd. There's also a similar concept to the Evil Twins deck where you can just turn it into a small, consistent combo package that ends on simply one Appaloosa and a bunch of back row. But again, we'll explore that more later. It's gonna take some time to explain the basic combo in case anyone was curious. And also talk about why is Rongo not banned? But anyways, the combo is pretty easy. As I said, you just need to start with any 2 level 3 monsters. Plus a way to summon a 3rd level 3 monster later, but in this case we already have Boots. Let's ignore the fact that this guy ashed my danger. We managed to special summon 2 level 3 monsters, so we can go ahead and turn that into Cherubini. Cherubini will send Graff to the graveyard and special summon Sir from the deck, and we can link climb that up into Rusty. Then we can revive Cherubini, which doesn't actually matter for summoning Rongo, but it's nice to have. Rusty will send Phantom Knight's Cloak and set Brigandine on the field. Then we banish Cloak from the grave to add Greaves. And at this point I can just normal summon and special summon all my stuff. You'll need 2 level 3s for Gossip and 2 level 4s for Rongo. And this example is kind of awkward because I had to normal summon a level 3 at the end, but usually you can achieve this if you start off with a Tour Guide or a Rusty. Those are your best starters. Regardless, it's just one of those combos that you can start it a bunch of different ways, but it will all end the same. And the best way to know all of the combinations really is just to try things out on your own. But anyways, now of course they can't do anything, so they will either scoop or pass, and then you can just set up for lethal on turn 3 with access code or something. Now, why is Rongo even allowed to be in the game? What is Konami's mindset behind keeping this card in Master Duel? We may never really know. He may or may not be on the next ban list. But from what I can tell, Rongo is extremely toxic if he is allowed to be summoned onto the board and get his full mats. But like any other long combo, it can be interrupted by Ash or Nib, or just by the opponent not having enough to complete the combo. Which I would agree, that's not exactly healthy gameplay if you need to rely on a hand trap to stop it. But the harsh reality anyways about this game is that any competent deck that goes turn 1 is probably going to win the game, at least in this best of 1 format. And yeah, Rongo feels a lot more toxic because you can't do anything about it. But inherently it's not much more different than any deck that's setting up a full negate board, or a full back row board which you can't really do anything about, unless you draw the right answers. And I guess the thing with it too is Rongo has no answers after his summon except for that like 1 card Exceeds Encore. All the counterplay is for before he's summoned, so I get why that feels really bad to players. But here's the thing, going second against competent decks, you're probably not going to be able to summon Rongo. The full combo needs anywhere from 3 to 4 cards even, and any interruptions can really throw that off course. So I guess what I'm trying to say is, yeah, it's really oppressive when it goes first and it gets out Rongo, but literally any deck going first can be oppressive. So in that sense, although it does feel worse to play against, it's not necessarily more OP than any other you can't play Yu-Gi-Oh type board. But anyways, I'm just playing devil's advocate here. I can understand why people hate this card. It just cuts down interactions, even though all things considered, Phantom Knight Rongo Turbo isn't even considered a high tier deck at the moment, nor is it OP win rate, all things considered, like going second and all the times you don't get to summon Rongo. But with that being said, do you personally believe this card should be banned or not? Of course I had to draw a Graff. A little Fooker. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Whoa, whoa. I got a little offended by that. Why would you bother wiping? Levy air. How can I lethal with this still? Oh, that's how. Keki.